What's up guys? Today I've got some cool details for you on the world San Fransokyo. It's not at the level of Toy Box, which I'd initially thought, but it's not as lacking as Arendelle. Honestly, I was hoping to find more things, as San Fransokyo is a city, but the city was not as detailed as I had hoped for. There's a bunch of signs that don't really reference anything, and some signs in Japanese that I have no idea how to Google and check to see what they mean. I even tried looking inside these buildings to see if I could see anything cool, but it's just bland office furniture. I mean, I don't expect to see Xehanort inside fixing his Excel spreadsheet, but anything inside these offices would have been nice. I do like that the office really wants the employees to get the city's view though. Without further ado, let San Fran start this list. I'm picking a terrible way to start this list, but I thought this was cool. It has nothing to do with San Fransokyo. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you used the Magic Carousel attraction ride in the air, way above the ground, and far from another platform to stand on? Well, you're about to find out. The game warps Sora close to the platform. I was hoping to do the carousel in midair, but we can't all find winning details. At least when we do the Magic Teacups attraction in the air, we get to see gravity work. I'm glad the teacups aren't chipped or broken when it falls from so high. This part is the longest and one of the most interesting parts of this video that I'm sure most of my non-Japanese viewers don't know about. So if you know Japanese, say if I'm right or wrong in the comments. This part of the video will be more of a language lesson than anything. Kotobuki food, and I apologize in advance as I'll say everything incorrectly. Kotobuki food market means happy food market. I guess that's why the egg lady is smiling. Kitsune means fox. I could not find what echo means, so I'm guessing that's part of the udon noodle fox charm. We need to have a soy sauce poster because of course we do. For those of you not as versed in Japanese culture as I am, sukiyaki is a Japanese dish. I don't get out much. I thought this was a typo, or something for teriyaki. It even looks like real food in the ad. Our last poster on this ad is to sing karaoke. I really liked the two fishes in the ad, and karaoke means without orchestra. I'm actually very interested to know if the Dot Web Show is a reference to a show in the Big Hero 6 cartoon series, as I'm theorizing this is a reference to the show, as it seems like a specific name to me, and in such a prominent sign in the city. Of course I could be wrong and this is just a random sign like everything else in the city, and I'm too poor to afford Disney Plus to check this out. Comment down below if you guys know. Right next to it is the Tsukiji sign, and Tsukiji is an actual place in Japan. Though I'm guessing from the context of this sign, this is a person's name. Tsukiji also means reclaimed land. Ugu Isu. The soy milk ice cream and frozen treats shop, Ugu Isu, is obviously Japanese, but we can all guess what Ugu Isu is, right? It's a bird. It's a plane, no, it's Japanese. Right next to it is the ice cream party sign. At first I paid no attention to it, as the flavors seem normal. But then I decided to just Google what Choco Mint was, because I thought it was just mint chocolate, and this came up. Like, what is this first thing that Google Images gave me? What type of anime thing is Choco Mint? Please comment below. I've never wanted to eat ice cream more than now. Yabusame. There is also this sign which shows the archer on a horse, and surprise surprise, that's what the Japanese term means. I do wonder what exactly is being advertised though. World of Grapes. This right here is probably the best ad in the entire city. First of all, these are two very anime looking grapes. The big one has the vampire cat girl fangs, and the little grape has the greater than and equal than signs for eyes to express a surge of emotion. I legit want to see this documentary about how grapes become wine. There's a ton of other signs that are just that, other signs. They're just generic-ish names of businesses or in straight Japanese, so I can't find out what they mean. I don't think me knowing Japanese would help either, as the names in English are just so generic. I mean, one is just called Stone Shop, a shop for stones. You guys are aware that people don't value stones. We hate them. We throw them at people we don't like. Back in the day, people were stoned to death. Let's not get into that. At least the Radio SF tower has an antenna. But damn, that isn't very interesting. As I do with all of my videos, I stare at NPCs, and San Fransokyo is a bit egregious in it, reusing the NPCs. We also need a bit of a break after the Japanese lesson, so notice these women talking, specifically the woman in the middle and the right. Now, if I position the camera at just the right angle, you can see their twins literally a few feet away. I know what you're thinking, they can't be. Well, I ran up to them and there they are. The same thing for this lady near the Choco Mint shop. It seems a lot of people in the Kingdom Hearts universe have twins. Whilst we are already here, it's possible to see reflections of objects in San Fransokyo. I even get to see Donald. Like Monsters Inc., there are vending machines in this world. Definitely nothing as interesting. They have the standard potato chips, pineapple juice, Japanese foods that I do not know the name of, triangle colorful candy, because of course they do, and gummy something, part of everyone's nutritional food groups. I'm not sure what is written under gummy. I think it's obaki, and of course obaki, which just happens to be a Japanese word which comes from folklore, which can be a preternatural creature. I'm guessing that's the fancy way to say Japanese gummy bears. Well, it could be that, or it could be that Obaki is the main antagonist of the first season of the Big Hero 6 TV series. I don't watch the show, so there may be some other references that I don't get. And lastly, we have the Choco Bar, brownie and dried fruit snacks. I'm not sure as to why there is a pig where we would all collect the snacks, but I like it. When you're on the Golden Gate Bridge, you're really just looking at a picture of the city. Nothing moving and the picture is so blurry. I mean, obviously the city wasn't rendered in its entirety, but it's just a bit of a disappointment. Even the mist and the clouds on the other side of the bridge are just pictures. Looking at the bridge from the city though, it's hard to see anything off with the bridge due to how far it is and the slight blur. Also, I really just like how Baymax healed Sora. Notice Sora's health and the amount of MP that Baymax uses to heal Sora. That is what I call a true healthcare provider. Like, he has full MP. I don't even do that for Donald and Goofy, and they are useful in this game. First of all, cars are also chairs, and we can sit and hold conversations on them. Unlike most drivers, these drivers aren't mad when I stand in front of their car on the main road, and most importantly, they use your signals. Good job, people of San Fransokyo. No one uses signals where I live. With the stopped cars, due to me standing in the road, if you examine the drivers, you can see that they have the proper hand positions of 10 and 2 whilst they drive with their 1,000-yard stare and their cold and unfeeling eyes. This woman also uses the 10 and 2 technique, though I would recommend that she move her seat forward so she's not sitting so upright. Same thing for the blonde over here. I was able to get a better view of the inside of the car though, and it's still pretty terrible. If you look closely, you can see that the car is an automatic, and what I'm assuming to be a radio and AC functions above. The woman also does not have her foot on the brakes or gas, and I'm certain that the car is not in park. When I was done with the car, I saw that I caused major traffic on the intersection. I'm not sure why there's still traffic, but it's now confirmed that we can cause traffic jams. And that's it for the video. I learned way more about the Japanese language in this video than I expected. I hope you guys enjoyed my little analysis for this world, and if I missed anything, please leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Next up on the list will be a short video for Winnie the Pooh. It's going to be more of a compare and contrast type video between Kingdom Hearts 1 Chain of Memories 2 and 3. Look forward to that sometime this year. Until next time, guys.
See you soon.